The fans chanting, "We won't head." Brad, how about you?
The fans chanting for the head. Al Snow, demented as ever. Hardcore rules against Sabu.
This was set up from last night.
We talked about the history and the hatred and the feud between Al Snow and Sabu, and that is being rekindled tonight due to what happened last night.
Look out, flying metal.
Chairs through the air.
Hope our camera crew was able to get out of the way of that one.
Sabu almost took out one of our cameras.
He's a maniac, all right.
It's hardcore rules between Sabu and Al Snow, rivals for the better part of a decade.
Batten down the hatches and hide your children. This thing could go anywhere. Hardcore rules, Sabu and Al Snow last night in Emporia. Al Snow was a special referee, and needless to say, Sabu wasn't too pleased with it. They ended up fighting in the middle of the ring after the match was over.
After the match, Snow said, "If you want to fight, Sabu, bring the fight." So big Sabu chance.
Commissioner Hermie Sadler said, "You guys want to fight, don't do it now, do it tomorrow night." And here we are tonight, the next night in South Hill, and the two are going to get able to fight it out in the ring in front of all these fans.
Big Sabu chance from this crowd. Snow takes him down, but he puts that foot across the bottom rope to break it up. Snow stepping on the back, trying to ground Sabu. This insane human being that has put his body through so much pain and torment over the years. And I'm telling you, he came out looking in a very foul mood, all things considered, slinging chairs and fire in his eyes. I'm glad I didn't bring the wife with me to this show.
Al Snow looking to try to wrestle with Sabu. I think that's probably a good idea.
It is a high danger situation when you have Sabu slinging furniture through the air. If Snow can keep him on the ground, keep him on the canvas, and use the technical finesse that Snow has maintained over the years, he'll have a big edge over Sabu.
Keep him away from those chairs. I'm telling you, keep him away from me.
Keep him away from me. I'm younger.
Sabu,
you've lived your life.
Sabu pointing to the ceiling. I've still never figured out what he was pointing to. Brad, do you know?
I always assumed he was going to go for Allah. He was looking for his support.
Okay.
Maybe he's pointing to the Sheik.
I'll buy that.
Maybe he sees something the rest of us just plain don't see.
I can believe that one too.
Big lariat from Al Snow as Sabu rolls to the canvas. We debated last night over how much of the technical style and the technical wrestling skills Sabu had maintained over the years. Snow, without a doubt, has, and if he can keep Sabu on the ground and uses finesse, like right there, stomping on that chair, which stomped on the hand of Sabu, if he can use his finesse, he's going to have a big advantage if he can keep Sabu from getting more insane.
I believe we're going to see finesse about like I believe Bill Clinton when he was running for president.
He didn't inhale. Cover. No referee in position. A quick 2 count.
But look what's in the ring.
Snow debates whether or not to use the chair.
The fans want to see it.
I would almost put it down because you're not going to win a chair battle with Sabu.
Sabu able to disarm Snow.
And he went back to get it.
Got another chair.
Drop kick chair eats the face of Sabu. Didn't look like a KO, but the chair definitely made contact with the jaw of the Arabian. Snowman now puts the boots to Sabu. The most homicidal, suicidal, genocidal wrestler of the last 20 years against Al Snow, who's been hearing voices for at least 10 years that we know of.
These two, I mean, they just want, you can just see it in their eyes, they want to hurt each other. And they're doing their best right there with a clothesline.
If a psychiatrist came into work on Monday morning and saw Sabu and Al Snow sitting on the couch next to each other in the waiting room, he could retire by Wednesday.
Sabu looking around the ring. He's fan handing him a chair. I mean, we don't need to encourage this. It's already going to, we know it's going to be out of control.
Snow tried that drop kick again and ate it. Got his hands up a little bit to soften the impact. But Sabu slings those chairs like a baseball pitcher So you're only gonna catch so much. Sabu, textbook dive, comes crashing down on the back of the neck of Al Snow.
Both men down on the hardwood floor. Referee applying a count. This is a hardcore rule, so there will not be a disqualification, but I guess there could be a count out.
I wouldn't want to count either one of these guys out.
Referee taking his own life in his hands here, applying his count. I don't know, I would stay as far away as these two as I can with all the heavy metal in the air.
If I'm the official, I'll get a monitor and a microphone and count 3 from the back, where my physical body is not in any danger at all.
More heavy metal than a Metallica concert tonight. There's steel chairs everywhere.
Shot to the apron. Snow needs to wrestle. Snow needs to do this right here. Drop a big leg. Snow needs to keep Sabu grounded. And I want to say Al Snow should avoid the craziness, but that ship has sailed a long time ago.
Snow now leaving the ringside area. I don't know. We don't have enough chairs here at ringside. What's he going to get? There's no telling.
Maybe he's going to get some head.
I saw that at ringside, though. Sabu out of the ring. He's going to follow him outside.
I think Al Snow's getting head backstage, Jeff.
You're right. No, that was a bag of ice. He just hit him with a bag of ice.
Snow looking for any weapon that he can possibly find to take Sabu down off his feet.
A bag of ice.
Throws it against the face of Sabu.
I don't know if there's many things you could pick that would hurt worse than getting hit in the face with a bag of ice.
Snow, I think, would have settled for anything that he could find backstage. I guess he raided the concession stand.
Nice splash. This could be 3. Wow, that was really close. Snow going to pick up a chair. I'm telling you this, the referee's crazy to even be in the ring.
Shot to the gut.
These type matches are what end careers. It certainly shortens them. How Sabu's still moving at this point in his career is amazing to me in itself. But here he is tonight in South Hill, renewing a rivalry that probably took 10 years off his career anyway, facing Al Snow, and now we've got chairs everywhere in the ring. You know somebody's going to go through one of these, and that's going to be the end of the match.
Off the ropes, no. Sabu reverses, drop toe hold into the chair. So many legendary battles. These guys coming off 20-foot ladders. Insanity. Another chair is in the ring.
Sabu jumping up.
Arabian facebuster drops that chair across the face of Al Snow. Gonna make a cover.
This could be it.
2. Only gets a count of 2.
You know, he did it from a standing position. We've seen him do it off the ropes before. That increases that impact. Snow was lucky to be able to kick out of that one.
Shot to the chin. Gonna send him into the corner. Snow avoids with the slide. Head blocked the chair shot, and he gave Sabu head.
Sabu, that's the worst hit he's ever had.
I see you don't know some of those rats in Philadelphia.
Listen to the fans, they want head too.
Snow sets up, we don't have enough chairs set up.
Brad, let me throw your chair in there too.
I'm sitting in this.
He's got 4 chairs set up.
What do you think knows more about wrestling strategy? The voices in Snow's head or the voices in Sabu's head?
I don't know, but he's laying Sabu across those 4 chairs. This is going to be painful no matter how it ends.
Oh, this is a good idea. Snow.
You're getting the head's view here.
It's the head cam.
He jumps off with a leg drop.
Nothing. Sabu sits up and Snow eats 4 chairs on the posterior.
Snow just lost about 2 inches of height on that one as he compressed his spine when he sat down on 4 chairs from the second rope.
Cover. 1, 2. A 2 count.
Somehow, some way, Al Snow able to kick out.
You got Sabu slinging furniture again.
I don't know if there's any canvas left to get pinned on. There's so many chairs in the ring.
Cover. Sabu gonna go up top.
Oh no, if he hits this, this could be
Atomic Arabian facebuster Snow's face planted into the chair and sandwiched.
No
Cover.
way. No way he's
2,
kicking out.
3. And with hardcore rules, Sabu has survived the war against Al Snow.
Sabu picks up the win. Look at Al Snow. He hasn't moved at this point. And I'm not surprised. I mean, he crushed his skull onto that metal chair. It was in between two chairs with Sabu's weight on top of it. Al Snow be lucky if he can get out of the ring by himself.
It was the atomic Arabian facebuster off the top. Al Snow, just like you said, his skull compressed between those two chairs and the weight of Sabu, and that brings Sabu the victory in this all-out war.